Have you ever made a promise you were absolutely certain you'd keep, only to break it when the pressure mounted? Peter, Jesus' most outspoken disciple, faced this exact scenario on the darkest night in history. Peter was a fisherman turned follower, known for his bold declarations and impulsive actions. He walked on water, declared Jesus as the Son of God, and swore unwavering loyalty. Just hours before Jesus' arrest, Peter boldly proclaimed, "Even if everyone else deserts you, I will never desert you." Jesus responded with a sobering prediction. "Before the rooster crows, you will deny 3 times that you even know me." Peter was adamant this would never happen. Yet when Roman soldiers arrested Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, Peter's courage crumbled. He followed at a distance as Jesus was taken to the high priest's courtyard for questioning. As Peter warmed himself by a fire, a servant girl approached. "You were one of those with Jesus," she accused. Peter's response was swift and decisive. "I don't know what you're talking about." Fear had replaced his earlier bravado. A second person made the same accusation. Again, Peter denied knowing Jesus, this time with an oath. The pressure was mounting, and Peter's resolve was dissolving. When a third person insisted Peter was definitely a follower because of his Galilean accent, Peter became desperate. He began to curse and swear, vehemently denying any connection to Jesus. At that exact moment, a rooster crowed, piercing the night air. Jesus, being led away after his trial, turned and looked directly at Peter. Their eyes met across the courtyard. In that devastating moment, Peter remembered Jesus' prediction. The weight of his betrayal crashed down upon him, and he ran into the night, weeping bitterly. For 3 days, Peter lived with the crushing reality of his failure. The man who had promised to die for Jesus had instead denied even knowing him. Shame and guilt consumed him as he watched his beloved teacher suffer and die on a cross. But death couldn't hold Jesus. After his resurrection, Jesus specifically sought out Peter. On the shores of the Sea of Galilee, Jesus asked Peter 3 times, "Do you love me?" For each of Peter's 3 denials, Jesus offered an opportunity for restoration. "Feed my sheep," Jesus commanded, reinstating Peter to leadership. This wasn't just forgiveness, it was complete restoration. Jesus didn't minimize Peter's failure or pretend it didn't happen. Instead, he transformed Peter's shame into strength, his failure into faithfulness. Peter's story reminds us that our worst moments don't define us. Even when we fail spectacularly, grace offers a path back. Peter went on to become a cornerstone of the early church, his experience of failure and forgiveness making him a more compassionate and effective leader.